Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Seeing as we're in Denerim now, I'm wondering if we might be able to look someone up. I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know. Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
All men are the work of our... Nature's hand, from the lowest...
And after much sweat, blood and toil,
Bring down without provocation.
the deep dark before dawn's first light
By the
seems
Maker.
Those who bring ham.
Indeed.
Yes.
men are the work of our nature's hand. From the lowest...
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see? Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go. Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off. And who in the Maker's name are you? Some servant of his to carry all his riches, I expect.
Hey, don't speak to him that way. He's my friend. And a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Well? So he's found it. I'm his sister. But what are you to me, boy? Except the one who took my mother away,
You think I wished her dead? I never wanted that. I didn't have the life you think I did, Goldana.
I suppose not. A bastard is still a bastard, isn't he? But... brother or no, I've got 5 mouths to feed and no time to spare until they are.
Then let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
That sounds all well and fine. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister. Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I lived up to my promise, I suppose, but this is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot. Yes, I'm sorry too. I guess I should have known better. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Did you hear? Androx's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
We are grateful.
We're not going to be mobbed, right? That's not something elves do here.
Who's there?
Mob people.
I can't see.
What do you want? Money?
Someone's coming.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I?
I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is.
There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test.
I know you've already done a lot for me, but I have to ask. Could you talk to Shiani? Please. I don't know what's going on here, but I know she's in over her head. Really? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Maker bless you.
Now that is a big tree.
Allow me.
I wonder if the
I could do
children
that
get
for
to
you.
climb it.
Just like you... Of course. I finished. What's next?
Right.
How do you even know they're working magic? They could just be chanting gibberish. It's not as if you'd ever know.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover. Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle. We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage. I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that. I don't know, but the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you. It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. but I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary. I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Make her watch over you, child.
Mama never came back from Ever. What's taking her so long?
Didn't the wedding teach you people any?
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? Those mages say they're from a circle, just from another land. I have no idea if they're telling the truth, or if anyone cares. These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian, and I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. They won't just let you in. Well, there is another entrance in the alley. There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who? I'm sorry, but we're closed. They came to treat the blight plague. How bad is it? One day, your child comes home with a cough. The next day, she's fevered, seeing things, hearing voices. And the day after that, she's dead, and it's your wife coughing. All you can hope is that when the last person in your house takes sick, he'll open a window, so the smell will bring someone to take your bodies out for burial. Is that bad enough for you? Everyone here is family, human. It's magic. I suppose in the Imperium they use magic to boil water and cross a street. The Chantry sent a Templar to watch them the first day. If the Chantry says it's safe, it must be. It's supposed to keep you from getting sick. If you're already ill, though, well, they take you into quarantine.
I can't imagine that it does. Although the mages of the Imperium are renowned for their skill, there are no spells I know of that can do such a thing.
I don't know. Either you don't get the plague because you got their magic put on you, or you don't get it because you just got lucky. But it can't hurt, right? No one who's gone in has come out again. Could be they die in there. Could be they've recovered and just can't come back yet. In the hospice on the corner. Good...
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? What's worse, dying of the plague or dying of hunger? I'll take my chances with the plague, thank you, if it means I get paid. I've been hungry. The novelty's worn off. Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want? 6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Finished.
We are attacked.
It shall be done. Very well.
You force our hand.
Out with it.
It's done.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! Thank you, friend. They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice. What now?
We should do what in the Maker's name is this? Stop
As you say. Very well. I shall do it. Shall be done. I shall do it. Shall be done.
The house has eyes. Let's go in, Marco. What's the girl to do?
Something I can help with?
Who's there? Stay away! I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble. All right. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Maker, the little one's crying. Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules. Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
What now?
Let's go.
Something I can help with? I could do that for you.
Something on your mind?
It's done.
At your order.
Yes, very well. As you say. It's begun. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Poor bastard! You should run while you can. Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted. I finished. What's next? Something I can help with?
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait, you're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? Oh no! I've heard of you! Attack!
Enemies approaching!
I tried to be left!
Very well. Nothing
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we have been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldens talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first and a servant of the Minrathu Circle second. Those are the things that matter.
You can't just take people from their homes and sell them. It's despicable.
But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more. I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead.
Enemies approaching!
Let's end this!
I shall do it. Oh no, don't! Shall be done. Very well.
Right ahead. Here comes trouble!
Shall be done. As you say. Enemies approaching!
Great. No wonder the stocks are low.
Watch out! It shall be done. It is begun. Very well.
Finished.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity.
Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Gwaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned, with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes?
Pity. Looks as if we shall have to settle this the hard way, then. My apologies.
We must not exhaust our supplies. As you say. Now we do battle.
Let us make this quick, yes? I'm dead
begun. Back! It has begun. Right. As you said. Send me! I am armed.
Enough! Enough! It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender. No, wait! Hear me out, kind sir. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing. Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just, letting me go? That's quite generous of you, considering your position. Many thanks.
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Free? How strange to hear that word in here. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
What have you found? There's been no fighting in the alienage recently. I suppose there could be some That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you... When the elven riot was being suppressed, it was... Have you found anything else?
Ah, please come in. Tell me, how is Duncan? He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad. I am sorry to hear that. I knew that the Wardens suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them. We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway. He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places. Please, I suspect you'll...
Did you talk to Shiani? What's going on? She said that to me as well, but it doesn't make any sense. He is. I didn't realize that. No wonder she's upset. Besides crawling over the wall, there's a back alley that leads to some old rat trap apartments. Last year, the owner got picked up by the City Watch. You did? Thank you. Thank you.
What have you found? I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions. I suppose someone may not. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there. The feeling is intense here. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Sir Willem, Sir Willem?
Impossible.
No, I don't think so.
Think again. Let us dispatch them quickly. Shall be done.
And this. We have done well.
Enemies approaching!
Very, very bad. I can't die. I will never die.
1, 2, mark for you.
Preserve us!
Yeah! I shall do.
No.
Come, let us end this.
You forced our hand. Lovely. Dismount yourself.
This is the center of it.
Leave, mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic Maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious Maker can protect you now, worm!
We won! At one time I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go!
What now? We might want to walk softly here.
It shall be done.
That all you've got?
I shall do
Enough!
very well. All right, let's go! I shall do it.
Rusty.
It is begun. It shall be done.
So cold.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted. Allow me. I could do that for you.
As you say. Now we do battle. Begun. Very well. It is begun. Very well.
I never liked this part.
And stay down. It shall be done.
To be merciful. We have done well.
Leave me alone. Just go. The voices will protect me.
I should do it.
They will.
Make a preserve.
You are safe?
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am your...
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you! Show yourself!
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool!
Very well.
Never defeat me.
We have done it again. I feel the darkness receding. I've seen the work of demon before. Some Maleficarum consort with them. But the Maker must have guided...
And now, you die!
It's done.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste.
Look who's here. Of
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you? Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist. I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to... She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends. I am telling you what I see. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do? Nothing is certain. Not in these times. I have...
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes...
What comes, my friend? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. And do you wish to do this? Come to think of it, I find myself no longer caring.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there? Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Is it true? Erlina tells me that Arl Eamon has gone ahead to call the Landsmeet. I hope we're ready, but we have done all we can. I know we are more than a match for my father. You should hurry. Father won't waste time wresting the proceedings from Eamon. He will need you. I'll meet you there. Maker, watch over us all.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he?
Good luck to you in the Landsmeet.
Indeed.
Yes.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Bless.
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone. I'm aware that he has changed. It has been difficult for him to realize his own countrymen would turn against him. I'm not surprised he is bitter. But he is still a great man, one of the best Ferelden has seen. Cailan was a fool. He grew up a spoilt child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden. I am not so blind as you think, Warden. I saw the tension between Cailan and Loghain. My lord is a man of fierce passions, none fiercer than defending this land. If Cailan threatened that, but whatever he did, it was only in defense of Ferelden. Fine, you're right. What would you have me say, Warden? Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to. I wish I had died at Ostagar rather than live to see this moment. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please. Show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
What's this? There is no slavery in Ferelden! Explain yourself!
There is no saving the alienage. Damage from the riots has yet to be repaired. There are bodies still rotting in their homes. It is not a place I would send my worst enemy. There is no chance of holding it if the Blight comes here. Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my duty. Whatever my regrets may be for the elves, I have done what was needed for the good of Ferelden. How was a grown man responsible for his own actions? He will answer to the Maker for his crimes, as must we all. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter? You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden! The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us. I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once, before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me? Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion? It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
As you say.
Careful! For the honor of Ferelden! Come and get me if you dare!
I shall do it.
I am exhausted!
Yes!
As you say.
Make a guy by sword!
It shall be done.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kaelin, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. The Tairn is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that? Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't! Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair. can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
I have a recurring nightmare that sounds just like this. All right. Yes. I guess it's decided then.
Honora, the Landsmeet has decided against you. You must now swear fealty to our king, and relinquish all claim to the throne for yourself and your heirs.
If you think I will swear that oath, Eamon, you know nothing of me.
We cannot leave Ferelden in a state of civil war. We must have unity. If she will not swear fealty to you, Alistair, and renounce her claim to the throne, she is a threat to us all.
What do you want me to do exactly? Kill her? I can't do that. I guess... put her in the tower for now. Lock her up. Maybe we can find somewhere to send her. Later.
Thank you, Alistair. You show me mercy that I would not have shown you.
Very well, then. Guards, take her away. Your Highness, would you address the Landsmeet?
Oh, that would be me, right? I never knew him, but from all I've heard of my father, what defined him was his commitment to protecting this land. I was getting there. Anyway, the Blight, yes. I may be Merrick's son, but I am also a Grey Warden. I took an oath. I swore I would stand and fight the Darkspawn, no matter the cost to myself. I can't break that oath just to wear the crown. I have to go with my fellow Warden to face the Blight. When the Blight is over, I'll come back and take up my duties, whatever they are, as king. Until then, I think Al Eamon will have to be my regent.
Then I can do Merrick's memory no less honor than you do. I accept. And may the Maker bless your efforts against the Darkspawn.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together? Everyone, get ready to march! It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it! We'd better get going. Ferelden is depending on us. You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king. Congratulations. Congratulations? Why would you do this to me? How could you? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I knew that Al Eamon wanted this for me, but I never did. I thought for sure that there would be a way out of it. But then you went and put me on the throne yourself. Why? And what I want doesn't factor in anywhere, does it? I've just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that. How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I? I'll do my best, of course, and I expect that you'll be there to help me, right? Good. Then it's settled. Arleman has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
There, more of the fiends ahead. Very well. It's begun. I shall do very well.
It's Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me. They all fled to the castle this morning. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived. I'm going to get out of here, but...
I shall do it. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say.
Glory and bloodshed! On it. Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
I shall do it. Shall be done. It's a fine thing we've done. All right, let's go! Very well.
You hold our hand.
It shall be done.
Is there something you need? It is no...
The Darkspawn have sensed us. It has begun. It has begun.
Okay, done with you now.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Very well.
To preserve us.
My lord, you're here. Thank goodness. I don't rightly know. Riordan of the Grey Wardens arrived this morning, just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked. I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true...
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain. There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Maker preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
The Horde must be defeated, but the Archdemon is our true target. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Then if you and Alistair could meet me before you retire, we have Grey Warden business to discuss.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
I have something for you. I mean that I have a gift for you. 'Tis a ring. Now before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead. It is not given out of sentimentality. I believe you were too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly. You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
There you are.
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an Archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
You mean there's more to it than just, say, chopping off its head?
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn? The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead. A Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way. In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I did not come here to speak of sentimental things. I came here to speak with you. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be. I offer a way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. It is old magic, from a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed, with no Grey Warden dying in the process. Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. A wise decision. Come to me then, and we shall make this last night together something to remember.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. And so we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The man beside me is a native of Ferelden, now risen to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. He is proof that glory is within reach of us all. He has survived despite the odds, and without him, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my brother King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden, for the Grey Wardens!
Shall be done.
You cannot win!
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners are outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Alistair and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails. We're going to need to reach a high point.
The top of...
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to... I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing...
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you. There are... Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Very likely.
Good. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
Well, this is it, Warden. When from the blood of battle the stone is fed, let the heroes prevail and the blighters lie dead. As one of the blighters, I sodding salute you. Let's show them our hearts, and then show them theirs.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last. I have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
So this is it? This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. We stand on the precipice before the greatest battle of our age. I wonder if the heroes of old ever felt like this. I am not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be. This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
After all that, I will not be going with you? Why would you wish me to remain? So you could attempt to sway me from my path? No, let us not argue over this. You do not have the time, and we have an agreement. Let us part ways now. You go your way, to your destiny, and I go my way, to mine. I did not know what it meant to have a friend once. But you I would gladly consider such. Go, slay your Archdemon. Live gloriously, my friend.
Before we head after the Archdemon, I want to say something. I know Morrigan's... what she did is supposed to save us, but who knows if she can be trusted? Or if we'll even survive long enough to take that final blow. So I just want you to know that it's been an honor fighting by your side.
the honor of the Grey Wardens.
I hope most of the people here.
Kill those godless bastards! We're counting on you, Warden! Make her watch over you!
Ready.
You! It's you! The Maker sure gave you the gift of good timing, didn't he? There's a large group of Darkspawn approaching and the gates won't hold. We need your help. All right. Run! All of you! Run for your lives!
It is begun. It shall be done. Very well. I shall do that. As you say. Okay, go with you now. Very well.
You saved many lives here today. Thank you. Please, take this. I pray it helps you in your coming battles. We have to go. May the Maker watch over you.
Beware! A large group of Darkspawn have broken away from the battle! They're charging this way! They'll be here any minute! In the memory of King Caleb!
The enemy approaches. Yes. So be it. Shall be as you say. So be it. As you wish.
It is done.
So be it. As you wish. So be it. More Darkspawn. I go. It shall be as you say. So be it. As you wish. It shall be as you say. I go. Yes. It is.
I shall do it.
You did it. You did it. Hurrah!
Shall I send word that the gates are secured? Right away.
Very well.
I shall do so.
Need help? Here.
Shall we go?
The Darkspawn and Ferelden. Even more Darkspawn. Don't give them the advantage!
Watch out. There's Darkspawn over there.
As you say. It has begun.
Be careful!
Right ahead. Yes?
As you say, it is begun.
Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment?
Allow me. I could do that for you. What now? Darkspawn, straight ahead.
Come, let us end this. It's begun. Good, another down.
Make them preserve us!
It's begun. Most excellent! Very well.
has begun. It's begun. Begun.
begun. As you say.
then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still, an inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago. My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it. Then I hereby appoint you Chancellor to serve as my advisor in the years to come. Make a nose, I'll need it. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl-How, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? I assume that, as Chancellor, you'll be remaining here in Denerim. My impression was that she didn't want to be found, but I understand completely. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless. Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.